So now students, I will tell you about the element. What are elements? Any pure substance which cannot be broken down into two or more simpler substances is called element. So a substance, if we go on, say a piece of iron or a piece of wood, if we go on breaking down that substance, ultimately we'll get the tiniest particle of it, and that is the elemental atom. And element is made up of those tiny elemental particles. So we will not get any other substances than that particular atom or a particular element in that substance. This is made up of only one kind of atoms, such as iron. Iron is made up of all iron atoms. Copper is made up of all copper atoms, like that gold, silver, oxygen, hydrogen, etc. There are in total 118 elements. This thing you have to memorize, and also the definition of element. Then classification of elements. Elements are classified into 1 metal, 2 non-metal and 3 metalloids. The 3 types of elements are there: metal, non-metal and metalloids. Now, same way as you have learnt in case of solid, liquid and gaseous substances, here also you will learn about the characteristics of metal, metalloid and non-metals, and also the differences. From the same chart you will learn about the characteristics of metals, metalloids and non-metals and their differences. Now you have already understood in case of solid, liquid, gases the properties and the differences, how you will learn. Now in case of this metalloid and non-metal, I will say you the differences or comparative study. Like first characteristics is surface luster. Metals are always shiny. It has when light fall upon a metal, it will shine. That means metals have shiny surface. Luster means whether it is shiny or not that much shiny or dull look. Either it will look dull, like in case of carbon, in crude from charcoal, etc. they look dull, but iron, aluminium, copper, etc. look shiny whenever the light falls upon them. Then in case of metalloid, the surface of the substance is not so shiny, and in non-metals the surface looks dull. And density, then second point is density. Density of metals, very high density, because the molecules are very tightly packed here, so it is very dense. Then case of metalloid, they are moderately dense. There is to some extent spaces in between two molecules, so it is moderately dense. And non-metals, in case of non-metals, density is very low. Then in case of malleability, what do you mean by malleability? Malleability means can be beaten down into sheets. From the metallic substance, when we beat down the solid metal, its thickness is very less. Then we will beat, if we beat down those, we will get the thin sheets of that substance. So malleability means if we can bring that substance into thin sheet, we can make it into or convert it into a thin sheet or not. If we can or We cannot, depending upon that, metal is malleable. We can bend down it into sheets. But non-metals, in case of non-metals, they are moderately malleable, and in case of non-metals, they are not at all malleable. When we will beat down the non-metals, they will be broken down. We will get the powder form of it. We will not get the sheets from those. Then ductility. What do you mean by ductility? Ductility means if we can make wear from the substance. If we can draw that substance into one wear. Wear means that electric wear, we use copper wares. Thin wares of the metal can be found or can be drawn. So metal is ductile, and metalloids are not so ductile. We can't form thin wares using one metalloid. And non-metal, they are not at all ductile. Then conductivity. Conductivity in case of heat, conductivity, that means if they can pass the heat or electricity through the substance. If a metal, in case of metal, we are finding that they are good conductor of heat and electricity. They can pass electricity through them, or they can pass heat through them. But metalloids, they can pass but not so good like metals. But in case of non-metal, we will find that they are bad conductors of electricity and heat. Then come to the sixth point, melting point. Melting point in case of metals are very high. Then metalloids moderately high melting points, and non-metals very low melting points. So they are hard solids. Metalloids are not so hard or rigid. Non-metals are rigid, but their melting point is very low. They are not so hard. So in case of all these things, you will learn this chart to write down the characteristics. If we ask you to write down the characteristics of metal, you will write these points along with this shiny surface luster dot shiny surface. Then density dot high density, like this. Or you can form one sentence and write it down in your own language. So whenever the properties or characteristics are asked, you will go in this way, and when the comparative studies or the differences are asked, you will go in this way. You will have to go horizontally. Okay. So these are all points. You will learn the points and remember those, and you will compare. You can compare the metal and non-metal and metalloid. Metalloid thing is not there in your book. I have given here. You can take the screenshot of it, or you can pause the video and write down the thing in your copy. Make a chemistry copy, single rule copy. So these are all points I have covered. This is all for today's lesson. Please be safe, keep safe and happy, and I will come to your another class and teach you the things from matter chapter only. Thank you.